Denver Nuggets superstar Nikola Jokic has become a two-time MVP, so we want to know what NBA players think about him, right? Is he respected enough by the league players? Jamal Murray even blasted fans who hate on him. He even got high praise from Shaq and Dwayne Wade. So let's get started. Officially named NBA MVP. Denver Nuggets center Nikola Jokic has been voted the NBA's most valuable player for a second consecutive season. Jokic's raw stats were even better this season than last, as he averaged career highs of 27.1 points and 13.8 rebounds per game. He also averaged 7.9 assists, which is good for 8th in the league. Jokic, who's 27, also became the first player in NBA history with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season. He did it all without two of his co-stars, as point guard Jamal Murray missed the entire season while recovering from a torn ACL, and Michael Porter Jr. was held to just 9 games because of a back injury. Despite that, the team was still able to make the playoffs as the West 6th seed before losing in 5 games to the Golden State Warriors in the opening round. Nuggets coach Michael Malone didn't cover his regards, saying, "It's just remarkable what he's done. I know that I'm biased, I admit it wholeheartedly. The MVP isn't even a competition. There are other great players. I'm not saying that they are not great players. But what Nikola Jokic has done this year with this team, with everything that we've had to go through, is incredible. He was good last year and he's even better this year." Even Nuggets president Tim Connolly said that ensuring the 4-time All-Star remain in the Mile High City is a top priority. There is nothing more important organizationally than making sure that Nikola stays here as long as he plays the game, he said. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray has had a front row seat to Nikola Jokic's greatness in Denver, and he recently blasted fans who hate on the big man. "I watch some of these people on social media talk like he's not the MVP, and if you actually have played basketball and you've watched basketball, he dominates the game without jumping out the gym, without moving the fastest, and he's just picking defenses apart. He's being double-teamed every possession and still averaging a triple-double without his 2 main scorers out there on the court. How much more do you want him to do? He has to basically go up and dunk between his legs for you guys to be happy. He does everything that a winning team and a championship team need, and it is self-explanatory. He is the most valuable player every time he steps on the court," Murray said. Shaquille O'Neal and Dwayne Wade. Shaquille O'Neal and Dwayne Wade have nothing but high praise for Nikola Jokic. According to the legendary duo, Jokic should be a lock to win back-to-back MVP awards after what he's done this season. He continues to play against himself. He's like topping himself. It's a beautiful brand of basketball to watch, to see a big guy control the game the way he does and the way he plays the game. "It's just beautiful," Wade said after the Nuggets game. The great John Wooden said, "The true definition of a great player is one that makes his teammates better. As a big guy, you have to appreciate 36 and 15 and 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists. Definitely a great player, and he plays his own way, his own style," Shaq added. And of course, and Shaq is one of the funniest basketball personalities, it got funny as well between the two. After the Nuggets won against the LA Clippers, Nikola Jokic joined the panel to discuss his team's win in the post-game discussion. Shaq began spouting something in Serbian, which he later revealed to be Big Honey, a nickname he has given Jokic. But Jokic laughingly noted that Shaq was wrong in his pronunciation and called Jokic Big Soul. Both sides decided to have some fun with it. When his mistake was pointed out to him, Shaq hilariously pointed off camera toward a production assistant, saying that he had given him the wrong information and translation, as Jokic and the rest of the panel on TNT were laughing at the funny exchange between the two legendary big men. Shaq has been a fan of Jokic for quite some time now and has praised his play many times, and regardless of the difference between the two, there is an enormous amount of respect between them. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant reacted to an opinion about why Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic have been dominating the NBA by stating that these two are anomalies that shouldn't be used as examples of what a European basketball product usually looks like. How many overseas guys have come over here and had to go back because they couldn't survive? Using Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic, who are anomalies, seems like an agenda push, Durant wrote in an Instagram post. This is what Nagra said and caused Durant's comment. "The reason guys like Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic took the league by storm is because of the European development system. The emphasis on skill and learning to play the game the right way. Too many young North American hoopers have been conditioned to chase clout from a young age or get stuck in the showcase schedule, and because of that, they come into the league with missing parts in their games. The NBA game is very easy for a lot of the Euro players. Their come up was different, got polished, turned pro. Still, Durant has a point. The reasons why Jokić is winning back-to-back MVPs and Doncic is performing like one have far more to do with each player's individual qualities than the way the European basketball development system works. LeBron James. Joker received praise from LeBron James for his ability to see the floor after the Lakers defeated the Nuggets. James compared Jokić to the Lithuanian great Arvydas Sabonis. The guy has an unbelievable talent to see the floor and see the plays before they happen. You could look back at Arvydas Sabonis and things that he's going to do with his passing ability, James said. Joker continues to get better and better every single year, and he's taking another step forward this year. It's good to see that. I just love watching guys that just play selfless basketball and play for the love and the joy and love of the matter of their teammates and not just for themselves, he added. Draymond Green. Draymond Green has been perhaps the biggest reason as to why the Golden State Warriors are currently up 3-1 against Nikola Jokic and his Nuggets. Given his skill set, it is a predetermined notion by several teams across the league that Jokic needs to be double-teamed, or at least have one guy shadowing him at all times. However, Green has been able to limit the Nuggets' offense significantly by defending the reigning MVP in single coverage for a majority of the series. Jokic has still been putting up numbers, and he hasn't been able to get quality looks to his teammates as often as he used to, as they all have a man on them. Draymond going toe-to-toe with Nikola has resulted in him realizing just how great of a player he is. He dished out a high level of praise to the Serbian center in a post-game presser where he claimed Jokic sees the floor the way LeBron James does and dishes out assists in a Chris Paul-esque way. Can score as well as anyone with the passing of Chris Paul while seeing the floor like LeBron James, Green described Jokic. And we got to admit, that is a pretty damn huge praise. Dwight Howard. At one point, LA center Dwight Howard did some trash talk at Nikola. However, Howard revealed that he has nothing but respect for him. I like him a lot. He plays under control, doesn't let anybody rush him. He gets to his spots, he makes plays for his teammates, he rebounds. He does a little bit of everything. He's a complete player. I love playing against him. For me, as soon as I step onto the court, I want to let him know that I'm there. We're staying at the same hotel. I might just meet him outside his room, let him know for the rest of the series. I'm going to be locked on you. That's not nothing bad, just competitive spirit inside of me, Howard said. Mike Miller. In 2017, Mike Miller made an appearance on the Hastings and Helmer show on Altitude Sports Radio and only had good words to say about Jokic. He even hinted that it's only a matter of time before he becomes a superstar and is a big reason for them to lure some big names to play in the Mile High City. I think the good thing that we have right now is Joker is one of those guys that everyone in the league is starting to take heed to and understand who he is. He's one of those superstars. I think he's going to be a superstar. I think you'll see even more growth at the beginning of this next year that everyone just wants to play with. He plays that style of basketball. I've compared him a lot to Mark and Pau Gasol. I think he's a lot like that. So what do you think about Nikola Jokic? Let us know in the comments.